Righto, JJ, this is me. I'm in a telehandler at the moment. Just this little thing here, New Holland one, and I'm going to jump out and then walk. No, I won't. I'm going to do that. As you can see, I've got a few machines lined up on the road there that are going down to the mine. So on the map here, you see that's where we are, that's where the quarry is, and that's the mine up the top. And that's our other area, our roading area in the middle there. So if I go escape, and then I click on one of these machines up here, because I want to move it, and then I just go, actually no, I want the other one first, I want this one first. Hit the space button, I'm now in this loader. And all I've got to do is hit the C button, and I'm in the cab. Controls are all working off the joystick here, and the sound is coming through my headphones, but I'm just going to move this unit down the hill here, and that's where the mine is, down the bottom of the hill here, and we've got a whole pile of bits and pieces lined up. You'll notice that as we go down, the material that we're going to be working on, it only shows up when you get reasonably close to it, so which doesn't matter when you're down there. But you can just see it now, it's populating all of the material that we can move now. But there's, I've got some excavators down here that obviously we'll use on the other machines with the excavator controls. But I can run the wheel loaders, all sorts of things, dump trucks, and we've got a range of different machines here. So if I now, all I've got to do is hit the E to exit the machine, and I'll just do a quick walk around while I'm down here and show you a couple of things. So we've got a couple of cat machines over there. I think that's a bell over there. So we can, yep, and I've got another cat loader here. We've got a new, what is it, a class one over there. We've got the big Komatsu 8000 sitting over there. That will load the 773s with. We've got a couple of 6015s over here, and then I can't run the excavators because we don't have any dual joysticks or the foot pedals, so we're just ordering those now, and then they'll be here. But all I've got to do to jump into another machine is move around the map, and I think somewhere up here I've got a little skid steer. So if yep, there it is, click into that, I'm now in the skid steer. So I can do all of this, move it up and down. Obviously, again, meant to be on twin joysticks. So, but if I show you inside the cab, you can see how intricate all of the arms, the controls, the pipes, everything is in here. And if we had the twin joysticks, obviously we'd have that set up properly. So, but I wanted to just show you what we can do. Back to the map, if I go over here, I was having a bit of a drive around before. This is our trainer's machine. So this is what the trainers will drive around in. Oops. So if the guys see this coming, they know there's a trainer on its way. And if it's parked in a weird place, then it's because someone's farted around with it. So, and all of this material on the left here is movable, so we can dig that out. I was just going to have a bit of a tiki tour and show you around. And you can see I'm moving on the top of the map up there, so that's me just up in that area there. So it's a fairly big area. And as I drive, it moves on the map. So, and the more everybody else that's in here on the map shows up as a little triangle as well. So I can't get into a machine that somebody else is in. I have to jump into a fresh machine. Now, I'm going to stop this, and what I'm going to do here, if I want to buy a new machine, I'll just go into here. I've gone through it at the moment, just looking at it by brand. So if I scroll up to, say, cat, and I go into here, this will show you the cat machines that we've got. So we can grab any of these, put them out there, drive them around, you know, any of the fittings will fit on there. If I go escape again and I go into the second page of Cat Gear, there's some other machines there, and simple as also the underground loaders are in here, and the underground thingamajig, a roller. We've got a couple of rollers. There's our D10, and I've got one out on the roadside, a D6 rippers, underground loader there, the R3000 at the end. So also, and it's as simple as if I want one of these. So if I go, not the 6, let's grab a 385. So I click on that, it'll show it to us, and then I go enter to buy it. Do I want to purchase it? Yep, bang. And then let's go back out onto the map. And if I scroll us down and around on the map here, this is our shopping area here. So just in where the mouse is, there is the shopping area. Over the other side of the road is logistics. So I'm going to try and jump into our freshly purchased, there it is. So if I do this, I'm now in that machine. And you can see I've just bought a couple of little tippers over there to go out. I've got a whole lot of pallets to go over the other side of the road there. Actually, while I'll just quickly back this thing up. Whoop. No, I won't. I'll leave this. I'll jump out of it, and I'll walk around and over to the other side of the road. So where I said before, I've got all this gear parked up. There's a D10 and a D6. Now, we've got 2 or 3 machines parked. Oh, come on, I'm using the mouse. So there's another simulator. There's a person, the avatar from another machine. So of the 3 machines that are sitting in here that I've got running, all 3 of them are operational, but he was the guy who drove the D10 out here, and now he's jumped out and just standing there. So over here we've got a couple of Manitou, the reach stacker, sorry, not reach stacker, the, what's it called? Telehandler. So I'm going to jump into that, and now I can move around in there, extend it. So I've got that all set up here on our big joystick, all the bits and pieces, so the tines move in and out, and does everything it's meant to do. And then of course we've got so what I'm doing, I'm using this to bring the pallets over the road and put them inside one of the doors of these logistics centres, and there's 3 of them. So what I'll do now is I'll exit that. Actually, the easiest way to do this is I'm going to jump into a different machine here. I will jump into that one, and I'm inside the building in this little forklift. So, and all 3 buildings are identical. There's a ton of pallet racking there. There's a whole pile of truck bays. So, and I've just had I think if we move forward, oh, what am I doing? I've got the wrong control there. So if I move forward a bit, you'll see just outside there is that's that forklift that we just moved over before and sat there. So everything's interactive. All of the machines can see each other, the operators can see each other, everything like that. So, and again, if I hit the C button for camera, I'm now back in the cab of this machine. So, and I can run this off the joystick as well. So joystick or the triple, forklift controls, and then I can go escape and walk around, hop out the door, bam, and there I am. So we were in that machine before. I'll take you up to this one other area that I wanted to take us to, which is, I'll take us to this area here first. Two areas here. This is our traffic management area. So let's have a quick look down here. We'll just jump into any old machine and all I'm doing there is to get us down there. So we've started parking up some machines, and somewhere there is a whole pile of gear, some barriers, work barriers and stuff like that. I don't know where they've gone to, but we should have a whole pile of them parked up somewhere. So I can't, oh, there they are up the top there. So if I go escape and, oh my, I've got to get used to these orbital mouses. There we go. You'll see up here, we've got a whole pile of those have been dumped off. So a couple more. So this is what we'll use to start prepping our highway here for traffic management. So we'll have the guys bringing truckloads of dirt down from up here, and then doing all kinds of work. So traffic management people will be able to jump on as well. So now I'm just going to go into this little area, the mining area here, or the quarry, which is, geez, I hate this mouse. I'm going to get into this loader. So here's one of our cat loaders parked up the top here. So I'm going to jump in the cab. I'm going to head down to where we've got this gear here, and I'm just going to grab a load of material and bring it back up. So all I've got to do is hit C, and I'm now inside the machine. So if I head over this way, lift her up a bit, and she's a bit steep in places, so I'm just going to be a bit careful here where I grab material from. Now what I'll do, before I go in there, see I've got to learn, and trainees will have to do this as well. If I hit the C button and I move around a bit, I can go, see where my bucket is? I need to change that. So if I tilt it down a little bit so it's about right, and then I get back in the cab and I can go, okay, I now know where I need my rams to be. They've got to be about there. So now I can lower the bucket down. As I fill it up with dirt, it'll fill up over here and get to 100%. That means I've got a full bucket. Oh, not any longer because I just tipped some out. And fill her up, and I will reverse out. It's a little bit of a steep area here, but everybody, they have to watch what they're doing extremely well. So if I turn around, I think this is going to end badly, but we'll see. Go forward, and I've got the forward and reverse on the control up here. Now when I get up to the top here, this is the drop-off point for our material, just in here. So I'm going to drive into the hopper here and unload. And of course we can use the excavators to fill up a tipper. The tipper comes up and it empties out and goes back down again. So if I just move a little bit further forward there, and empties out, back down to zero, job done. So you can see that's how that works. Everything is interactive. So every piece of machinery is interactive with another one. And it's as simple as, to pick a different machine, I just go like this, click on it, I'm now in there. Simple as that. So even though I haven't got the right controls, I can now drive this thing along. So that loader, of course, is the same as one of the other ones. So, and I've got the big trucks there. So all kinds of, hundreds of different pieces of kit that we can work with. So that is about it. So I think we can cover off a ton of different gear. and we can have up to 20 people working in here as a team. So that gives us a really good way to get guys working together. So, all right, I'll send this off to you and see what you think. Cheers, mate.